Hello and welcome. Okay, we're gonna tackle this Pokemart introduction for getting Oak's parcel. Now, I've gone into the PBS files, the item text file, and added in Oak's parcel's information, and then I also added the graphics for its parcel so that when we open it up in the key item box, if we ever do that in the bag, then you can see it. But we're going to try and get it so that when we walk through that door, he announces that he's got a package for Professor Oak and he gives it to us. So let's see if we can't do that. I also added a few little odds and ends. I fixed the school's blackboard. Apparently, if you just put a choice statement right after a choice statement, it adds it all into one choice statement. So there's one, and then there's two, but it's all one choice. And in fact, I can actually delete this one now. I've got this one. Labeling a top, putting a label there, you can jump to the label, so it'll always show this one before it shows the choices, which is good. So I fixed that, and then in Viridian City, apparently every time you walk up to a Pokemon Center, you'll get text on each of their signs. So I worked with that. That's the only thing I've added. If we finish with the Pokemart, we're going to start on Route 22, I believe. Yes. Towards the league, since we can go there prior to going back to Professor Oak's place. All right, so I've done a bit of these events in this particular Pokemart. I removed all the vents that were in here from a copy over, and we need to switch out this because there is no um, sign here. So that's as simple as just going here. I believe we're on this layer. Yep. And then pencil that. Boom. Done. Alright, now back to the events. Alright, so I've done all the events that are in here. We're going to copy and paste them so we don't have to watch me do text events. Alright, so this one, all sorts of tools are lined up. It's a 3x1, so it's going to go over 3, up 1. Well, not up 1, I guess, because the 1 equals that one row. This one is a 3x1 as well. Different things, but then we just copy those over with different sizes because there's actually a lot of things to click on in a Mart that don't normally get clicked on. So this one is both sides of this, so it's a 2x3. That's a 2x1, and then that's a 1x3. Alright, and there's a boy in here. He just says, hey, I gotta buy some potions, because you never know when you need some healing. And then there's a girl in here who's like, oh, antidotes. But then we get in here, and the only thing we can do is talk to this guy. Alright, so this is where things get a little tricky. So when you open him, he's got one thing, and it says these are the things you can buy. For now, until I figure out a better way, I have set it up so that this is the switch A. We're gonna copy this and paste it because I don't want to have to find him. We're gonna turn that off. We're gonna go through and we're just gonna delete all of this. Okay, so what I've come up with is we're going to insert a condition branch, and we're going to put in a script here. And this is a script I took from the oh wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong one. I took it from the original start house to get the Pokédex. And the reason, hold on, I'm missing one. The reason I chose to do a self switch here and not put this in the conditional branch is because the self switch is an action button, but what I want is this to be an auto as soon as I step through the door. I mean, I think I could put an event here that would then trigger that event, but for right now this is what I'm going to have. And what it does is we set move route. This event turns down. And then we're going to wait for this to happen. Okay, and then there's going to be some text. It's hey. And then new line. You came from Pallet Town. Question mark. Okay. So with that, we are going to set a new move route. And the player is going to move up 4 spaces. Because he'll load in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, or she. And then turn left. And then we're going to wait for that move to complete. And then we're going to set a move route. This event is going to turn right. Wait for that move to complete. And then I'm not typing all this out because honestly, typing in capital Pokemon with the little doodad, all the caps and stuff. Alright, so you know Professor Route, can you take this to him? And then we're going to add in a script here that we're going to bag.add, and I haven't tested this, so I don't know if it works. We're going to test that out together. And then what I want to do is I want to set the I want to set a switch, and I want to come down here maybe to 99 where I just want to say has parcel, because then that switch will allow us to say, hey, we're going to Pokemon or Professor Oak's lab, so we need to know if we've got our parcel. Yeah, and then that can run that set of scripts. So that's what I'm imagining that will happen. We'll find out. But else, we're gonna control a self switch. We're gonna turn A on. So if he doesn't have the Pokédex, it's gonna auto run to see if that's the case. If he does have it, then it's going to come over here and say, all right, cool. Then all of this stuff is available to purchase, which I feel like there's going to be more stuff, and I'll have to go through that. But with that parcel, or has parcel on, we need another event so that we can, when we click on him, I mean, we could do a condition statement here, but we can figure that out later. When we click on him, we just need him to say some text. Because he talks to us after he gives us the thing. He doesn't allow us to shop at his store. And so we need this switch. When this switch is on, this is what we're saying. Now, like I said, I haven't tested it, so we're going to test that together, and then we are going to work on Route 22, and we're not going to get anywhere near Route 22 completed, so we'll get that one done next time. But first, let us save, and where are we? Let us... Alright, perfect. Alright, so let's check out the signs. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go in here first and see what that changed. And see, now we can go, we've got all of them. Alright, now to the Pokemon Mart, see if this triggers. Wow, that's really loud. Must be the... Okay, that's really loud. Oof. That is very loud. Let's go in here and... map properties. Yeah. Yeah, that's why. Alright. Okay, maybe the Pokemon Centers has got the same issue. I don't know. Alright, double check that. No, I fixed that, okay. Okay, so what it did is it did add it to my bag, but it did not give me the text that it was added to the bag. And I remember that was an issue, the way we did it with Route 1. PB receive item, there we go. Let's copy that and go in there, go here, and we're just going to paste that in. We're going to delete that. We're just going to edit that to say Oaks parcel. All right, let's see if that works. Honestly, the music's still too loud, I think. See? Can't do anything except for talk to him, but we can look at this. All kinds of fun little doodads. Now I want to go back in there and see if it still has the Switch available. Yep. Perfect. Alright. And with that, let's go work on some Route 22 stuff. Alright, shrink you, shrink you. New map. Alright, let me see. This map is going to be ginormous. And we got to start on the upper, oh my goodness, left. The upper left. Wow. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go new map. We're gonna go route 22. It's an outside map. We are going to go a 60 by 60. We don't need that much, but we're gonna go with it. And we're just gonna go with a route 1 because I don't know. And we're gonna pop that down. All right, let's get out of this. And we are going to take this, our favorite. All right. Now, we have mountains at the top here. Every time I say we have mountains, I think of Bilbo Baggins saying he wants to see mountains, Gandalf, mountains. Alright, so we got this one, and then this one, I believe. I think that's how we're going to go. Alright, that looks right. Now we want this one. Oh, no, we want to take that one up a layer. And up another layer. Now we can go back down to this layer. I don't know how far this goes down, so I'm just going to go down for a while until I feel like that feels about right. We're going to go on this layer, and we're going to pop one right here. Then we can go back down to the bottom layer. Oh wait, here we are. And we're going to run this down to about right here as well. We're going to turn off F4. That looks good. I wonder if this would look better there. No, definitely not. Alright, now let's put us back on the bottom layer. And we've got, no, we need this layer here. We've got this big ol' building. Let's see if they've got anything. I know they've got whatever resembles it, but I don't want to do all the work if it's already done. That is close. That's the one. Let's actually take this roof here first because that's what we see. Okay. So there's no end to this roof. But it ends. Oh, Control Z, Control Z. This roof does this. About right here. Huh. No. Doesn't do that. But we'll do it anyways. Oh, okay. Here we go. That's why it does that. Okay. Here we go. That's where it's at. Okay. And there are 3 windows. And then this doorway. 3 windows. Okay, that's how big this doodad is. Could have gone over a little more, but that's all right. Okay. So, are we still? We're still on the second layer. That's good. All right, let's go up here and do some fences. Okay. I just need to know how many fences we gotta do. Alright, let's see. Oh man, I lost count. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, and now we turn this way. Is that how we turn? That's what it looks like. No. Maybe? Yeah, that doesn't work. We need to be able to turn and continue. So this one. And then this one. See, I don't like that. Let's stop it. So the other one doesn't stop. It has a continual arm to it. And I don't like that. We're going to change that one too. There, now it looks like it stops. Okay, let's see. Can we find some of these plants that belong? Yup. Here we go. Still on the second layer. Yep. Now we want to move over to the third layer because we have some trees. Alright, let's move down to the bottom layer here because we have some of this. Alright, and yep, that one. See how far this goes to there. Okay. Let's go back to the second layer. What's the first thing we run into? Ah, these guys. So what I'm using to help me map this out is a website called Sprouter's Resource, and I'll link that in the description below because it has been very helpful. I stopped using the actual game that I'm playing and I just use that. It makes it a little easier for these big maps, but I will still use the game to do the little maps. All right. Yep, we need something that tees off. Nope. See, all of these tee-offs have something else involved. There we go. And then there's 14 of those as well. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And that just ends, so 14. There we go. We've got this interior portion set up. So let's go back to building mountains. I believe they're over here. Okay. So let's go to this layer because this one is here. And then we turn. Turn. Yep. Okay, and then we go down a few. I don't know exactly how many, but we'll go down until I feel like we're good, like we did last time, and then we'll catch or correct it after that. Okay, I feel like that. Thought came to my mind. If I do this here and go up one layer and do this, does that look any different? A little bit, enough to make me want to do it here. Yeah, okay. We can come back down here, grab this guy, and you go. Oh, I went down too many. Okay, so this was only one. So I'm going to take this guy right here. I'll move that up one. And then on the bottom layer, we can still do this. And that'll go one past. Once we figure out what this distance is here, we'll be able to figure out how tall this map is. It doesn't seem to be very tall, but the height of the map is determined by that distance. So what we're going to do is come up here, because there is a group of shrubs here, and that is 7 by 6. No. 7 by 5. Okay, and then we have on the second layer, this is going to help me determine the spacing. We can walk here. Yeah, this is it. I don't know how far that goes out. I'm not too concerned with how far it goes to the other direction. It goes pretty far. What I am concerned about is this distance here. 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. Okay. So this is the correct distance. There. Which means that I did a pretty darn good job figuring out what that spacing is. So I need the mountain again, and I decided that this looked better this way. And now we can for that and go a really long way. I'll worry about the distance there later. And then we're going to take that guy and we're going to run him a really long way as well. And then 6 or 8, 6 down. So 1, that's 2, 4, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. And we shouldn't be able to see the map below that. So we're going to leave that the way it is. And I'm going to shrink the map when we're done. Well, we're at time. So I will shrink the height of the map after I do all accounting to see how many squares I can get rid of. But after that, we'll see you here next time. Hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe, and we'll finish this map next time.